Well, we certainly had quite an array of people to fight against in the previous clip. Now just how are we going to try to capture my interest this time? Right, Jeff Hardy, huh? Wasn't he one of our opponents for the hardcore title? Granted, he and his brother were certainly popular and skilled enough to be worth giving the Intercontinental titles back when this game was released, but still. Been quite a while since we had a ladder match. In fact, I think that was back when we were playing as China ended up against Lita. Though I might be misremembering, it's not like this game really does all that much to stick with you from one clip to the next. Well, he's making the opening of the match a bit back and forth. That's a good sign for him. And he's got a better idea of the range he can actually strike us than I have to strike him. I'm sure that's an advantage of some kind, but again, I'm not really sure how much, since the game doesn't tell us how much damage punches and kicks end up doing. Considering just how many punches and kicks tend to be thrown in wrestling matches, I'm pretty sure that somehow those are supposed to be the least effective moves. But then, based on how most wrestlers punch, that's rather understandable. Well, he's certainly building momentum in a hurry here, probably a bad sign for us. Then I suppose a worse sign is that I don't feel any kind of fire to win this match, especially after the lackluster matches we went through just to get here. And of course, we had absolutely no warning that we were going to face Jeff Hardy until he walked down that ramp. Despite going through several belt storylines, we've only had two characters that felt like they were long-standing rivals that had appropriate build-up. Dean Malenko, who managed to keep his belt because he had other people fighting for him, and Chris Benoit, who momentarily tried the same thing, but gave up on that in a hurry just so other people could insert themselves into the fight. Not too sure that was the best placement of the ladder, but I suppose we should stop messing around with that and just get back to fighting our opponent. For some reason I was expecting for there to be a bit of a fight while on the apron. Come to think of it, are there any matches where people fight on the apron, possibly while other people fight in the middle of the ring? Nothing comes to mind for me, but maybe that's just my fault for not having the best memory. The match certainly feels like it's going back in our favor, but then it's not like we will absolutely secure the win by rock-bottoming him twice like we would in a match type that involves pinning. For all I know, he'll just get right back up after the second one, and we'll need to do some more fighting to stun him long enough to get the damn belt. He's not just laying down and letting the steam roll over him like a good number of the foes we faced in this game so far. I just wish I had a sense for how likely it is for him to win this match, considering what we've done to him so far. Right, here's hoping we're about to win. Here's a second just to make sure you're a good boy and sleep while we grab the prize. Oh, bloody hell. He's certainly putting himself through hell for this thing, that's for sure. I kind of wish I had that attitude when we were trying to go for a championship ourselves here. If I did, then we wouldn't have given up on the light heavyweight title, and I wouldn't be looking at going after the tag team title as an obligation. I think I said this before, but the only person I can see legitimately using a ladder as a weapon is Jackie Chan. Anyone else, it just feels too cumbersome. So we knock him down after making him bleed, and he gets back up that quickly. I'm sorry, but I'm getting the distinct feeling the bullshit around here is pretty strong. Granted, I've seen more bullshit than this on the live shows anyway. But it's that lack of ability to tell just how much damage has really been done to the opponent that makes it so annoying here. We have fought against Jeff Hardy before as Mankind. He was not this durable then. Hell, he's not moving like he's been worn down over the course of 5 minutes, including 2 finishers. He's been moving as if he's pretty damn fresh, seriously. He's bleeding and I can't tell if he's actually hurt. Granted, getting him in the legs would probably be more likely to slow him down, but come on. If you're wounded enough to be pinned, I'm pretty sure you should be slower to get back on your feet. That's how it worked the last time we went through a ladder match, though I suppose I might be misremembering things. I'm not making this easy for him, but he's certainly feeling like he's going through a comeback. I possibly would be praising him if I had some idea what's going on here. And again, I should not be so confused about this sort of thing when we've gone this far into this game, and when we've done 3 other games with the exact same damage mechanics. Though I suppose they might have changed how things work to some degree, especially for a ladder match since WrestleMania 2000. And the WCW games certainly didn't have ladder matches as far as I remember. Well, I just took a twist of fate there. And here comes a second for good measure. Right, each of us has eaten 2 specials, so it seems I'm the one who's gotten a lot more groggy from that crap. Are you kidding me? He didn't go for the ladder after hitting me with his specials. He went for it after a punch. What the hell does he know that I don't? Again, I'm not pissed that we lost, just absolutely confused what the hell happened here. Especially since this isn't our first ladder match. Well, not gonna save until we get another win under us. Here's hoping this isn't gonna be the start of an outright losing streak. About time isn't the word to use, especially since we lost it in our absolute previous match. Seriously, does nobody around here understand that you need to earn the right to go for a title, instead of just having it handed to you, or just begging for it? Oh wait, everybody thinks they're Hogan, that's why. Okay, a match against Taz out of nowhere. Wait, why do we need to beat him in under 5 minutes if he's the one who says he can beat us that fast? Does the match just automatically end if it goes over 5 minutes? No, wait, it doesn't. The rule thing says there is no time limit, even though the, what the hell? Right, bad time to taunt. Can't let myself get so interested in getting the rock bottom out in a hurry that I leave myself open for the bastard to knock us around. At least we have some quick taunts to use when he's knocked down for a second or two. Why do I keep going for the big punches when they're more likely to get countered? Especially when they have that kind of wind-up. And good God, is he counter-happy? Right. Too much to hope that we could smoothly take him to the ground again. At the very least, we've got to be wearing him down, but then that's what I thought in the previous match against Jeff Hardy. But no, I didn't get much sense he was slowing down much at all, regardless of how hard we were hitting him. Though I'm pretty sure the audience absolutely loved that match. At the very least, it looks like it was a lot more exciting than the matches we went through in Clip 12. Come to think of it, though, the one-sided and quick squash matches we went through kind of reminded me of part of why professional wrestling became a thing in the first place, long before people started actually putting it on television. Competitive sports like Greco-Roman wrestling or boxing, in their unpredictable fashion, can frequently end up shorter than the people arranging the events planned for. Something that I'm sure was rather frustrating for the audience, the people trying to advertise each match, and the people trying to sell stuff between matches. So while corners of the competitive circuits started having money exchanging hands for this guy to throw the match, or that referee to screw him because there was big money in boxing in particular, someone at some point decided to create a kind of fake fighting, where the winners were predetermined but not known to the audience, and they could do a solid job convincing people it was actual, really competitive. Of course, even before the internet, there were a good number of people who called it fake, even if the injuries sustained during pro wrestling and the strain on the body as a whole were very real, so wrestlers for quite a long time very much hated when someone outright called it fake. It's just kind of funny to think about the origins of wrestling while I'm going through the 4th wrestling game I've done for this particular channel. I'm not really counting the attempted PS1 wrestling game, really. I just could not figure out the controls there well enough to do much of anything.
1, 2, 3.
Am I really going to try to go for a count-out win here? I certainly feel like it's been a while since I've felt the need to bother with that in this game.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Wait, why the hell did I bother trying to pin him out there when pins don't work outside the ring in this kind of match? If anything, that probably got him to get on his feet faster than he would have otherwise. And that definitely screwed me from getting the count-out win. You would think I would know better than that. Really? Not going to stay down long enough for a pin after that? I guess we're screwed out of beating the time limit that was arbitrarily added to this match then. Well, the match doesn't automatically end when the time limit mentioned is over. And just why the hell didn't they do just that for this match? since I damn well know that this game has a time limit system and 5 minutes is a selectable limit. We certainly see that option often enough when we go through the match rules screen, even if none of that is in any way adjustable when we're going through one of the title challenges. Just another strange design decision for this game. Well, I suppose we'll just have to see how far over the time we were supposed to win this match when this thing finally ends. Then we'll just have to have a rematch that I'll probably fast forward through, regardless of if it's an absurdly short match or not. Honestly, in this game, I prefer matches that take a decent amount of time, at least when the controller's in my hands. Though when it comes to commentary, I prefer for there to be a story reason for me to put my all into it, whether it be China legitimately, personally having heat towards Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, or me just being disgusted with Chris Benoit. Knocked him out of the ring again. If this was a Royal Rumble, that would have been the end of it. Which really tells me that I should make the last clip I do for this game be a Royal Rumble, since that should most definitely show off just how many people are in the roster. Hell, there's more wrestlers in this game than there are slots for the maximum number of participants in a Rumble in this game.
12, 13.
Great. Couldn't finish that taunt even if he was outside the ring when I started it. That just takes way too long. A match that had to be finished in 5 minutes, and I finish it after the 7-minute mark. Wish I could say I'm embarrassed, but Taz did put up a good fight there, and I did have more fun with this extended fight than the series of fast brawls we had in the previous clip. Great. We get the special win animation for The Rock at the end, even though the story claims we lost. Excuse me for fast-forwarding through the rest of this clip. I just don't like the fact that we are absolutely mandated to bury Taz, a guy who has beaten us twice in this game so far. But outside of the match against China, I don't think we were absolutely mandated to beat someone in a damn hurry like that before in this game. Yeah, the difficulty set out for this match feels like it's fun enough that I'd want the match to go on for a good amount of time, regardless of if I come out the winner or not. There's a good back and forth to it, as opposed to me getting absolutely ripped to shreds, or having absolutely no trouble at all. Though apparently we're supposed to treat this like we have no trouble against this guy, and I have no clue why anyone would book a match like this in something like SummerSlam, one of the biggest pay-per-views that the WWF has, and yet have the ladder match on a frickin' Raw. Yeah, that was a short rematch, and I just did not feel in any way interested in it compared to the previous attempt at beating the exact same guy in the exact same place.